Hi guys, this is Erika, and in today's video I want to share a technique that has worked really good for me. I've shared it with some of my clients and they tell me that they saw results like this. So yeah, I'll share it with you guys. It's super simple. But before we start, I just want to remind you that we are giving away a free course called How to Find Your Blocks to Manifest Anything Fast. All the details are down below. And also, if you would like to work with me one-on-one, I would love to help you. I still have a sale going right now. All the details are down below. I would love to work with you. But I also want to remind you, like in every video, that you are extremely powerful. You have that power of creation, and I want you to take it all back, because I do think that by assuming that people around you in your life, your SP, whoever it is that you're manifesting, by assuming that they can do whatever they want. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're thinking. When you're thinking that way, you're literally giving your power away when they don't have any. Remember, like, the only one that has free will is you. They are just a reflection of you. They are just you pushed out. But when you're still wondering, you're giving your power away. So take all your power back. I don't know why I even went there, but I guess it's something that you guys had to hear. But yeah, I want you to own your power. Put your crowns on of queens and kings of your universe, because you literally are, and start claiming what you want. Start telling everyone in your reality how you want them to show up. Literally, like, we have to be more, what's the word? Commanded into existence. I think there's a quote from the Bible that says commanded, and I don't know. Asking it is given. That one I do know. That is from the Bible. Asking it is given, but you have to ask. How? By commanding. And I think I've shared that in a previous video. When I started my manifesting journey years and years ago, was with a book by Connie Mendez called Metafísica 4 en 1, Metaphysics 4 in 1. And she talks about, in that book, it talks about commanding things into existence. There's a specific word that I can't think of right now. It'll come back to me. But literally, like, you have to command it, like, because again, I talk to a lot of people in coaching, and I still hear that, well, I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know how they feel about me. Why? Why are you still wondering? If you're like, I don't know how they feel about me, your specific person is going to be like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about them. Right? Because they're you pushed out. You're sending that thought to them. Remember, they're thinking what you say they're thinking. They're doing what you say they're doing. They're feeling what you say they're feeling, because you're the source. But when you change it to, oh, I know how they're feeling about me. They love me. They adore me. They're obsessed with me. They're committed to me. They can't live without me. I'm their happiness. I'm their best whatever, right? Then what do you think they're going to start thinking and showing you? The results of that way of thinking, the results of those assumptions, right? So yeah, I want you to take all your power back, and I want you to tell yourself, I am the source. I am the source of how everything shows up in my life, literally everything. I have the power, literally I have the power to change my 3D and to have exactly what I want, to have people show up for me exactly how I want them to. But I need to take that power back, and I need to, instead of questioning and wondering and being afraid and being attached to a past, I have to really tell myself, like, this is how you're showing up for me. This is how this is gonna go. This is what they're gonna tell me. This is what they're gonna do. This is how they feel about me. Tell them how to show up for you. And I talked about the past, right? I feel like let's say that you're manifesting a specific person and you've had a relationship with them for a while, and maybe it's been rocky, you've had issues, maybe right now you're not together, there was a breakup, right? If you keep carrying on this story from the past, like, well, they left me, or they cheated on me, or they said that they didn't want me, if you're literally carrying that past, and that's the story attached to that person, they have to keep showing up that way for you. with the rejection, the non-commitment, or the lack of respect, or whatever you experience with them, it has to keep showing up. So I want you to detach from that past. Literally, it's like you're removing that baggage and remind yourself that the only thing that matters, the only thing that exists, literally, is the now moment in your mind. What story are you going to start telling yourself about them? That they broke up with me, that they left me, or are you going to tell yourself, I love to affirm for me, right? I'm irresistible, I'm irreplaceable, I'm loved, I'm chosen, I'm loved unconditionally, I'm chosen, I'm adored, I'm addictive, I'm this and this and that, right? Just by saying that, the way that they're going to show up for you is going to reflect that self-concept. But also, like, how are you thinking that they see you? They're so in love with me, they're obsessed with me, they're addicted to me, they're so committed to me, they can live without me, they think I'm a goddess, they think I'm a queen, they think I'm a king, like, right? So if you start telling yourself that story instead of the breakup, the rejection, the lack of contact, the lack of commitment, that's gonna keep showing up. So start telling yourself, now, it doesn't matter what happened before. It doesn't even matter what happened 10 minutes ago or this morning, yesterday. Who cares? It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the story that you keep telling yourself from now on. And when you're persistent in that story, when no matter what, you just keep telling yourself the only thing that matters is the story that I tell myself now, what do you think is going to happen? That 3D has to match that story. Right? So, and be persistent. Again, another important part about manifesting is the persistency, because if you keep shifting from the new story to, but they're still not here, or like I check their Instagram and they're still with someone else, or that if you keep changing the mindset with new story and then the triggers, the past, that's why you're gonna manifest hot and cold, because literally your mind is so powerful. Now, when you keep going back and forth, that's when you're gonna manifest the hot and cold behavior. So if you really want what you want, let's say that relationship with them, you're gonna do all the work and say, I don't care what's happening out there. I literally don't care what they said, what I'm still seeing, the negative thoughts that I'm having. I don't care. Like, I don't identify, and no matter what, I'm only gonna keep telling my story of what I want to experience. No matter what, I will persist. I will persist. I will persist. Literally, I don't care what's happening out there. I don't, because I understand that what I'm experiencing now is just the product of the past thoughts, of my past assumptions. I don't care. I know they're gonna fade away. And the only thing that is going to start showing up is the new story. So persist. Be persistent. Don't go hot and cold. Again, I don't want you to be afraid of your thoughts. Say, you have the negative thoughts, as long as you're like, no, I don't identify. But don't interact with the thoughts. Let's say that you have a negative thought like, oh, what if they never come back? You can be like, what? Of course they're gonna come back. Why? Because what's my new story? That they love me, they adore me, they want to marry me, right? I'm the love of their lives. They're so consistent. I feel so safe in this relationship. Literally, my love relationships with the people that I want, they're long lasting, they're safe. See how I rejected the negative thought, and I'm like, no, this is who I am. This is who I am. This is who I am. But don't be like, yeah, what if they don't, and this is not working, and I don't know what I'm doing, maybe I have blogs, like I'm gonna check to see what they're doing, I'm gonna like start calling and be like, why are you not talking to me? See, like, don't do that. So yeah, the thoughts are gonna come, they're negative, but your job is gonna be like, what? No, that's not me. And you're gonna persist in the story of what you want to manifest. Or let's say that you're seeing something in the 3D, you can be like, okay, yeah, that sucks, I don't like that, it hurts me or makes me upset, whatever, right? But you're like, but that's not my story anymore. You can cry, you can be angry, but like, yeah, no, but that's not me anymore, and I want you to go back to the new story, right? This is the perfect opportunity for me to reinforce my new story. Literally, like how we talked about when you start a new story, it's like you're planting a seed in your mind. So what you're doing is like, oh, something you see in the 3D you don't like, or a negative thought comes in, oh, this is a perfect opportunity for me to reinforce the new story. Kind of like you're watering that seed, putting plant food in that seed so that seed grows, keeps growing, and the roots are really strong. That's what we're doing with the new story, right? Negative thought? No, I don't identify. Perfect opportunity to remind myself of my new story of they love me, they adore me, they're committed to me, they can live without me, right? Whatever it is you're manifesting. Or if I'm seeing something in the 3D that I don't like, oh, yeah, this sucks, I don't like this, it doesn't make me feel good, but this is a perfect opportunity for me to reinforce my new story, and I know this is gonna fade away because I'm not gonna focus on it. I don't care. Right? So that's how we manifest, by being persistent, by staying focused in the new story. What did Neville used to say? You have to persist in the assumption until that assumption manifests into facts. And I think something as well as like, okay, right now it's a lie. It feels like a lie. It feels like I'm delusional, but that delusional story, that lie will manifest into your reality. It's going to become truth, because I believe it's just a thought that you keep thinking. A thought that you keep persisting on has to manifest, has to harden into fact. So what do you have to lose if you tell yourself the new story instead of focusing on what you're seeing in the 3D or thinking negativity? No, don't go there. Like, take all your power back. Keep telling yourself the new story throughout the day, and that new story will manifest. Your desire will manifest because it's already yours. Okay, but I went on this long tangent, 12 minutes in. Okay, sorry. So the technique that I wanted to share with you, that I wanted you to use, I've used it, and again, I've shared it with some of my clients and they've used it. So thought transmission is real, right? We already know that because everyone is me pushed out. Also, we are all one consciousness, right? So this is something that I thought about the other day, and I tried it and it worked really well. So literally, let's say that you have a specific person and you want them to reach out to you, or like you want them to be obsessed with you, or you want them to commit to you, whatever it is that you want them to do, to feel, to say. Imagine that they're in front of you. Close your eyes, imagine that they're in front of you, and imagine that you're literally jumping into their body, into their mind, and you're going to start thinking for them. And again, you don't even have to do that. You don't have to imagine that you're jumping into their body, but to me, it felt good. It felt fun. So, and what you're going to do throughout the day, you're going to be thinking for them. For example, for me, I can be like, I'm thinking for my person. I'm like, oh my God, I love Erika. She's so amazing. I'm so in love with her. I'm so addicted to her. Like, I love spending time with her. She's my number one priority. Like, I want to marry this woman. Like, she's incredible. I've never met a woman like her. Like, right? I'm thinking for him throughout the day. And there has been days where I want him to do something very specifically that maybe he wasn't doing. And I'm like, and I start thinking for him, what do you think happens? And it happens like this. And I'm having fun with it. I've talked in the previous video that I think having fun with it, I feel like things flow faster, things manifest faster. Maybe that's just my belief, but yeah, like you will see really fast movement. And don't think of the circumstances, the logical part of things, like let's say that, well, but I haven't talked to them in forever. Like they have a third party, they're with them. Like, it doesn't matter. Don't think logically. Really say, I don't care. Start thinking for them, and they will have to show up for you the way that, you know, the way that you're thinking for them. It works so good. So that's the technique that I wanted to share with you. It works really well. Why? Because everyone is you pushed out. And if you're thinking for them, they're gonna be thinking whatever you're putting in their mind, they're gonna be thinking it. And maybe make it even more like stronger. Like, tell yourself, this is something that I do. We are so connected. We're literally so connected. Every single thought, every single conscious thought and affirmation that I have about them, they feel it so strongly. They feel it so intensely, right? Something else that I wanted to share in the previous video, and I don't think I did that. If you're afraid, because I don't want you to be afraid like, oh, what if I think negative and they're going to get it too? No. If you're afraid of that, why not? And I've done it too. I'm like, okay, there is a very strong filter between my person and I. And they only get all of my positive conscious affirmations and thoughts. The negative ones, they don't go through, right? You know, I see a filter, kind of like a coffee filter or like a strainer, right? Kind of like that type of filter. It works. So tell yourself, we're so connected. They feel and act upon everything that I'm consciously thinking, right? But there's a strong filter and they only get my most positive thoughts. That's it. And again, that works really well. So try it out. If you want, share the success in the comments. I'll try to read them. I usually don't read comments, but I'll try to read them. But yeah, I'm telling you, it works really well. You're going to see fast movement, and it doesn't matter the circumstances. You will see the results, okay? So I'm intending that this video helped you. I love you guys so much. If you're interested in working with me one-on-one, once again, all the details are down below, but I love you. Thank you so much for liking, watching, and subscribing. Bye.